Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today I have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer. Today's beer is from a brewery that I've never had anything from in the past. And it's right here in my hand. It's from Atherly, Ontario. This is Couchiching Brewing Company's Atherly Pale Ale. It's 4.9% alcohol by volume, and it is an English-style pale ale. This English-style pale ale pours with an off-white foam, floral notes, and essence of apple, pear, caramel spice, with a hint of marmalade present in the aromatics and flavor. Okay. I hate when you give me tasting notes. Give me a history of the beer. Give me stuff like that. Don't give me tasting notes. Let me figure out if I like the beer or not. Because you can easily put something psychosomatically into somebody's head, and I don't particularly like that. Now let's see if there's anything on here. 3 people I know have tapped it in for a 3.5 out of 5. 807 people have tapped it in for a 3.55 out of 5. We have back-to-back medals at the Ontario Brewing Awards since we opened. 2020 gold medal, British Bitter, November 2020. 2021 bronze medal for British Bitter, December 2021. Wow, you guys went down. You went down! We were blown away when we found out that we'd medaled again at the provincial level, Ontario Brewing Awards, for Atherly Pale Ale as one of our core brews that we serve on tap, nitro, and in cask in the tap room. Ooh, a cask pale ale. A lot of people don't realize how good a cask pale ale is until they've had their first cask pale ale. I'm not a pale ale fan in particular, but I love me a cask pale ale. On top of that, on nitro, oh my god. So this is a pretty big deal, especially for such a classic style and as a new brewery. Atherly Pale Ale is named after the community and bridge that connects Aurelia to the eastern shores of Lake Couchiching and Lake Simcoe. The bridge is a symbol of connection for the communities between nature and civilization, between the geography and the history of the region. Suggested pairings: maple creme brulee, roast chicken, fish and chips, any cheese you love. Okay, so an English pale ale should go really good with fish and chips. It should go good with roast chicken. It should go good with cheese. I don't know if I would want to drink want to drink a English style pale ale with maple creme brulee, but I'd love to try just because I love maple creme brulee. Well, I love creme brulee, period. This beer was sent to me by Malty, so thank you very much, Malty. Let's pour her in the glass and give her a shot, shall we? That's all it's ahead. It is off-white. Beautiful snap, crackle, pop. Listen to that. If you're wondering what that noise is in the background, it's not me farting, it's my fridge. Both of my fridges are probably on their last legs. But I hope they survive. Beautiful brassy color. Little bit of haze to it. Can we get a scent out of the glass? I don't smell marmalade. Look, I am of Gaelic descent. I know marmalade. My wife hates that I like marmalade. I don't smell marmalade. The apple and pear esters are there, and they'd be coming off the yeast. Caramel is there, so is a little bit of a biscuitiness. Still not getting marmalade though. That isn't bad per se. Just saying. This is, and I'm looking for it now, right? Because you said it's there, so I'm like, where is it? I like marmalade. Cheers. Oh. That Okay, off the first sip, I don't know if I would give that a gold medal or a bronze medal. But what I can say is I really like it. That is a solid beer. Like, you do get the esters of the pear and you get the esters of the apple. They are there. On top of that, there is that caramel note. There's a toasty biscuitiness. There's a very subtle bitterness, but it's copper, coin, and earth. It is a very good English style pale ale. This is exactly what you'd expect out of an English pub ale. And this would be a beer that on nitro would be exemplary, and on cask would be a great rendition of a true English pub ale. And I know I'm giving it high praise, and then I'm going to give it a mark that you're going to think is too low for the praise I'm giving it. Here's the thing. In Ontario, getting a English style pale ale in a can, very simple. Lots of them out there. Lots of competition. Now, I'm not having it on cask or on nitro. I can just imagine what it would taste like in both those scenarios. And I'm imagining something very, very, very nice. But that's not what I have. I have the can. And the can is good. The can is good. It's a great rendition of what it is. But it's not a beer style that I would go out of my way to get because I can get them so plentifully, especially if I'm in Ontario. Not as plentifully here in Saskatchewan. But in Ontario, there is a plethora of English style pale ales, and a lot of them are fairly damn good. So that being said, I like this quite a bit. I think this is a solid beer. If you are a fan of English pale ales, this is right up your alley. If you're not a fan of pale ales, you could probably get behind this one because an English pale ale is the way to go if you're not a huge IPA and pale fan. Because these have more in common with your red ales, with your stouts, with your bitters, stuff like that. That's what these beers are perfect comparisons to. And I really like it. I really do. I'm going to give it a 7.75 out of 10. I would buy this. I would. This is a great beer. Thank you, Malty, for sending it to me. Bye-bye.